Welcome to Wembley again. As you see, the teams are on the field. Liverpool in that famous all-red strip of theirs. Will they be the first British club to win the European Cup 2 years running against a very fine Belgian side? There's Emlyn Hughes, who lifted that trophy in Rome a year ago. Next to him, Alphonse Bastijns, the Belgian, the Brugge captain. Brugge, the first Belgian side into a European Cup final, but one of the oldest in the country, formed in 1894. It's said that the Brugge players are on a bonus of £5,000 a man to win this match tonight. But Liverpool come here firm favourites without any doubt. And of course the teams met in the final of the UEFA Cup in 1976, when Liverpool won at Anfield and drew away in Bruges. Tremendous atmosphere here, a 92,500 crowd. This Bruges side by no means to be underestimated. They've just won the championship for the third successive year. Ray Kennedy in the Liverpool side, who scored that important opening goal against Borussia Mönchengladbach in the second leg of the semi-final. Liverpool who got here by beating Dynamo Dresden of East Germany, Benfica of Portugal and Mönchengladbach. Bruges by beating Kuopio of Finland, and then Panathinaikos of Greece, Atletico Madrid of Spain and Juventus of Italy, which shows their pedigree. The last three have all won the European Cup in their time. And clearly this Liverpool side is out to do a tremendous job of work tonight. I've got Tommy Smith here with me. Tommy, you've just come up from the dressing room. Tell me what the atmosphere was like in that Liverpool dressing room.
Oh, it's terrific, Brian. You know, the lads are just want to get out there and play. You know, it seems like we've got 9/10 of the crowd here, and just fabulous. You know, it's I've walked around the ground together, you know, not like the same Bruges supporter, you know, but that doesn't make it any sort of better. But in the dressing room, it was fantastic. You know, everyone was having a little joke and what have you, and we're just looking forward to the game.
David Fairclough, the late choice by Bob Paisley. In tremendous form, he got the place instead of Steve Highway. Right, first of all, the Liverpool team then. Clements in goal, Neil, Alan Hansen in for Tommy Smith, Thompson, Kennedy, Hughes, Dalglish with 29 goals to his credit this season, Case, Fairclough, McDermott and Saunis. And Bruges with something like 9 internationals in their team of various nationalities. Jensen, of course, who's a Dane. Bastijns, the captain. Krieger, who's an Austrian international. Lakens, Maas, the young 21-year-old, in fact, midfielder. Kools, a fellow we'll have to watch out for. Van der Eycken, who has become really the boss of the side. De Kubbe, Simon, Koo, who's a Hungarian. And Sorensen, a brilliant Dane, who they say, in fact, is the Clive Woods of Bruges. Well, if he plays as well as Clive Woods played here on Saturday, there might be a problem or two for Liverpool. The referee there is Charles Corver from Holland, who was here just a few weeks ago to referee the England-Brazil game, and is the only Dutch referee who'll be going to the World Cup in Argentina. Of course, he was highly criticised for the way he handled that England-Brazil game. He let a lot of tough tackling go. We'll see what his attitude is tonight. Well, the last seconds then before this 1978 European Cup final is underway. Bruges in the all-white strip will be attacking the goal to our left. They came out and had a warm-up about 20 minutes before they actually made their official appearance. Bruges, managed by Ernst Happel, an Austrian who will manage the Dutch World Cup side. And none of these players have ever played at Wembley before. straight back to Brugge Jensen. I should take those off if I were you. He's going mad. Well, Dalglish very was able to make something of that. Back it goes again to Jensen. Jensen, who has a reputation of playing exceptionally well in European Cup games. This is the number 5, Gino Maas, the 21-year-old. Van der Eycken, the real commander of the side. Well, brought down by Dalglish there, giving Brugge a free kick. Which Maas will take. Noticeable that the ball is in fact an official World Cup ball, slightly different markings than the one that we're used to seeing here, but that's the official World Cup ball. This is Koo playing it towards Sorensen, and you'll notice how quickly Phil Neal was on to Sorensen, this number 11 and danger man. It's with Phil Thompson and now with Ray Clements. Hughes. Thompson. Liverpool firm favourites, but then of course so were Arsenal on Saturday, and Ipswich know well enough what happened to them. And the Belgians came here saying, well, we were underdogs when we played Atletico Madrid and we beat them, and we were certainly underdogs when we played the fabulous Juventus side of Italy and we beat them as well. Thompson in very quickly for Liverpool. So although the odds must favour Liverpool, you must be a little bit wary of this Belgian side. Van der Eycken, nice little ball played here to Simoon. Simoon past Thompson, but not getting it before it got to the byline. Goal kick to Liverpool. But Liverpool, of course, with vast European experience. They've played 96. This is their 96th European game, spread over 14 seasons. Long ball forward by Saunes, and it's Lakens who hits it to Maas. Forward now to Koo. Interesting character. He's a Hungarian who defected, in fact, 18 months ago. Oh, and he's given the ball away. He defected badly there, so far as Brugge are concerned. Dalglish playing it in there, and it wasn't a very good ball played in, and easy for Jensen. Koo, the number 10 for Brugge, we should watch out for him, the Hungarian who defected 18 months ago and in fact played his first game for Brugge last Saturday when they were beaten in the semi-final of the Belgian Cup. Hughes, back to Ray Clements. Alan Hansen. Now Phil Thompson. Phil Neal. That's out of play and a throw to Liverpool. Fantastic atmosphere at Wembley, and everywhere you look there are red and white banners. Case. Koo doing well, beating Neal, but it's a throw for Liverpool. Phil Thompson, I suppose it's good certainly to see him at last getting a chance. Injury kept him out of both the FA Cup final and the European Cup final last year, the Liverpool number 4. Hughes to Saunes, Emlyn Hughes again, and now Terry McDermott attacking him as he likes to do from the middle of the field, but losing touch there. Basteins, Koo and Lakens linking up. Here's Van der Eycken, the real danger man. Flicking it here for Gino Maas. Long ball forward there towards Simone, and Hansen's there, back to Clements. Five minutes gone, no score. Saunes. Hansen. Playing in the centre of the back with Emlyn Hughes away on the left-hand side of the back 4 for Liverpool. Dalglish. Kennedy. Saunes again. Fairclough on the far side. Nodded in nicely. Dalglish diving in there, and Jensen was out quickly. Took a knock on his left arm, I think. As Dalglish went roaring in there. Ball played in there. Out went Jensen. And in fact, the goalkeeper now is on the ground again while that slow motion was on, and a bit of attention to his left knee now. Danish international with 13 caps. And we see it from behind the goal, that collision between Dalglish. Fairclough leaping beautifully there. And that's where the accident happened. The ball in play again now with Alan Hansen. And Phil Thompson. Hansen. Well, Sounders gave it away. Here's Koo, the Hungarian. Nice looking ball there. Simonsen, or rather Sorensen's after it. Kennedy. It's a Liverpool throw. That's a free kick, a shove in the back by Basteins on Fairclough. Kennedy with it. And an offside there against Dalglish. Hughes winning it well in the air. And Fairclough offside. Good decision by the Dutch linesman. There wasn't much in it, but he was offside. Ian St John, any early comments?
Well, I don't think Liverpool have quite settled down yet. You know, they want to get a hold of the ball and knock a few passes around, and they haven't quite done that just yet.
Hansen playing it back to Clements. Well, that was a bad throw out by Ray Clements, but in fact there was a handball as Van der Eycken tried to control it. I think a lot of people expected Liverpool maybe to go a little harder at Bruges to intimidate them, I mean in the right sort of way. But they've played it very patiently so far, Liverpool.
Well, this is a style, Brian. You know, they want to do this, and I think the quicker they get into this routine, the quicker they'll get on top of the game.
It's with Phil Thompson now. Dalglish being very closely watched indeed by Lakens and by Van der Eycken there, and McDermott couldn't quite make anything of that one. Phil Thompson's header, nicely guided there for Jimmy Case. 24 years old today. What a birthday present he'd like, and well, that pass to Fairclough was offside. Tommy Smith just admitting that he didn't even know it was his birthday, but I'm informed that it is. Jimmy Case, that is, the number 8. This is Jensen, the Bruges goalkeeper. Looked like a handball by Neil. It was an accidental one, it looked to me, but the referee Charles Corb has given a free kick to Bruges. Sorensen, the number 11, who was an amateur 8 months ago, just gone out of the picture. Maas going in, and a good piece of play by Phil Neal. Slipping and sliding there, and Lakens just a little hard there in on Fairclough. In fact, that number 4 for Bruges used to be known as Mac the Knife. He's known as the hard man in this Bruges side. Certainly he clattered into David Fairclough. Liverpool on the move again now with Neil. Case. Souness. Ian.
Well, they're trying to play offside, the Belgians, and this is always a dangerous ploy with a player like David Fairclough, because he's so quick that I think he almost caught him once before over on the left wing, and if they try it too often, I think David could catch him.
I think they're renowned throughout Belgium for playing the offside game, so I think Liverpool won't be in the least surprised that that's what's happening in these opening minutes. Case, cut out by Mas. This is Cools. We've not seen much of him so far. The marathon man, they call him, because he goes and he goes and he goes. He's 31 years old. And Thompson. Hughes, played on for Kennedy. Cools has gone right there with Kennedy. Played back for Emlyn Hughes. Dalglish shielding it well again, as he does. And Kennedy couldn't quite find him the next time. Here's Cools again, a midfield man who strikes forward with venom, but that pass not reaching Sorensen. And here's Case again for Liverpool. Played down the line for Fairclough. Look at Lakin sticking right with him though, but Fairclough turns it back in only for Van der Eycken. That'll fall for Neil. But now for Julian Cools. Koo. Dakuba outside him. Simoon, here's Dakuba. Now Bastings, who scored early on against Juventus in the semi-final. Dakuba. Bastings trying to play it back in there again, and it's with Dalglish. Turn, a little bit of shielding, the accurate pass this time for Terry McDermott. Played on again, this time for Jimmy Case. And no trouble. In fact, the first one was in '63, won by AC Milan. Then in 1968, that never to be forgotten night when Manchester United beat Benfica here, and 1971 when Ajax of Holland beat Panathinaikos of Greece. Kennedy for McDermott. Case away on his right, Fairclough up, and again they've caught him offside, but game allowed to go on. Neil. Souness. Chipped in this time for Case. Can he get him behind them this time? He's got in behind Mas. Played across there, and so nearly with Dalglish on the far side. It was the captain of number 2, Bastings, who saved them there. A corner then for Liverpool, taken by Terry McDermott. McDermott. A deep cross again. Kennedy on the far side, allowed a lot of leeway there. Played in again this time for Graham Souness. A little chip in there. Well, that certainly looked like a foul on Alan Hansen, but it's a goal kick. Tommy Smith.
Well, Liverpool, just about putting the pressure on now. Which probably the nerves of the first few minutes has smoothed the game out, but now that they are putting pressure on and working around the offside bit, I think Blues are going to struggle for a wee while until they get more composure back. A couple of balls in the box there have troubled them, and I think probably Liverpool are going to take note of this and throw a few more of them.
Phil Neal, or rather Phil Thompson up. Thompson again. Van der Eycken. So a free kick to Liverpool. Phil Thompson. Terry McDermott. Again that slanting cross. Kennedy on the far side. Jensen. Dakuba. Bastings. Cools. Hansen. Thompson. Could be in trouble there. Very nearly was, but got himself out of it with the help of Hansen, and now Neil just plugging it on for Case. Dalglish offside. Not much in that one though. And a good sign here that the referee saying, well, Bruges were in possession, let's carry on with the game, let's not stop for that free kick. Giving a game a chance to flow a little bit as De Cubber takes it up for Bruges. Long, spectacular ball if Maas can get there, which he can't. It's a goal kick. Case. Hughes underneath this one. Dalglish. Case, a real battler. Fairclough, a super sub, got on at the start. So often missed out on these major occasions, being brought on as a sub, but he's there in his own right tonight. 21 years old, here he is, David Fairclough again, but caught offside. Cool. Thompson, Saunis. Now Phil Neal to Phil Thompson. Again, this patient build-up. I'm sure there are millions of you wanting Liverpool to push forward and urging them to do something, but as Ian St John said, this is the way to play it. Calmly and carefully, getting in control of yourself, exploding occasionally as Jimmy Case tried to do there. 11 goals this season, a real Liverpool lad, Liverpool bred and born. 4 of them in the European Cup this season. Basteins, Lakens, Maas. It's a Liverpool throw. Bruges supporters making themselves heard now. Thompson, real clash there as Simon went in as well. Van der Eycken back. At the moment it's a game that's not quite captivated the way that the FA Cup final did on Saturday, but there's a long way to go and there is such a lot at stake. Dalglish. McDermott, offside again. That favourite Bruges tactic. And in fairness, they're playing it so well, as Tommy was saying, that David Fairclough is probably the man who might catch them out, but they are playing it well at the moment and showed little sign of being caught out. Shove in the back by Hansen. It was just a mistimed run and challenge there. Free kick already taken. Van der Eycken. Through to De Cubber. Koo. Lakens. And that's not a very good one. Bruges, in fact, to come to this game without two of their top players, Couron, a brilliant midfield player, and the veteran Lambert, who scored so many good games for them both, or many good goals for them, both injured. But Kouls is there, beating Dalglish, finding Simoon. So Kouls for Bruges. And Hughes doing his job well. Souness, McDermott. Bastains. And a lovely little ball played this time for the Hungarian coup. Simoon is in there, Bastains is right in there. They'll have to watch that number 2 for Bruges. Alphonse Bastains, their captain. He used to be an outside right. He loves to come forward and is a good crosser of a ball. And certainly knows when to come forward and attack. As he did against Juventus in the semi-final with a goal after only 3 minutes. 0-0 here. Sorensen with the corner for Bruges. Kennedy heading it away. Kouls beaten by Dalglish. And the long ball forward, hoping to find the pace of Fairclough. Bruges were claiming handball there. Fairclough has gone past his man. Case is waiting in the middle. And he tried to make something of it. There was a bit of pushing and shoving going on there, but Case couldn't quite make it. Now can Kenny Dalglish. Safely held by Jensen. Interesting break that though by Fairclough. And now a break is on by De Kubbe for Bruges. Kouls. Sorensen. Now has he got the legs of both those Liverpool defenders, Hansen and Hughes. No foul there by Hughes on Sorensen, says the Dutch referee. And Liverpool now find McDermott. Kennedy. McDermott. Well, even Fairclough couldn't keep that in. Feet too high there, free kick. Bastains. Simons turning it down again for De Kubbe. Coup and an offside this time against Sorensen. Terry McDermott for Liverpool. Phil Neal. Dalglish. A free kick to Liverpool this time. A foul by the number 3, Krieger. Austrian international. In fact, he'll be going to the World Cup next month with Austria. Eddie Krieger, the sweeper for Bruges. Neal hitting it in low. Graham Souness. Oh, missed his kick badly there, but an offside as Van der Eycken tried to find Simoon. Well, Ian?
Well, the way they're playing offside, I expect Terry McDermott and possibly Ray Kennedy to sneak in from the back. I think it's on now for one of them to do that.
It's Hansen at the moment, though. Chipped in. Lakin's misjudged that one, but Dalglish couldn't get in behind him. Coming up to 25 minutes gone. No score. Hughes. Neal. Case reacting very quickly, but it's noticeable that Mars reacted quickly with him, and here's McDermott getting in there, and that nearly came for Kennedy. It might still come for Kennedy. Oh, across the face of the goal. It looked a certain one. Well, there was a case there of the midfield men, as Ian St John was saying, getting forward. It's McDermott getting it through there, a missed kick, and Kennedy getting it back across the face of that goal and past the post. nearest Liverpool have been to a goal. Anybody's been to a goal. Still 0-0. 25 gone now. Thompson. And a free kick to Liverpool. Thompson carefully paced forward there. Dalglish battling, McDermott doing a bit of battling, and a free kick. No, it's a throw. Van der Eycken with it. Another Brugge throw. Again, it's Randy Van der Eycken. Kool, Simoon, Kool's. Interesting cross. Clements coming forward, always curling away from him, but Clements committed himself and went all the way. Fairclough nodding it in this time for Saunis. Force back, finding Hansen. Kennedy. Now Neil, good ball. And Kool's. Thompson cutting that out. Kennedy again. Hughes has gone spare on the far side. Well, that very nearly came for Graham Saunis, but not quite. And here's Jan Sorensen. Hansen, who's giving it away a bit at the moment. McDermott helping it on for Neil. Flick first time for Thompson. Everybody well inside that Brugge half now, except Ray Clements. Fairclough nodding it down. And a bit of battling going on there between Thompson and Sorensen, and the referee telling Phil Thompson to cut it out. Free kick to Brugge. .28 minutes gone. Tommy Smith, were you hoping for a breakthrough before this?
Yeah, in a way, but Ray Kenny had a great chance there. You know, the ball was bouncing awkward for him, and unfortunately, you know, just went across the face of the goal. But in as much as the only teams who create any chances so far are Liverpool, with a bit of luck, they're going to wear them down so much that in the end, if they do get a goal, we might get maybe 3 or 4, you know. But till then, I think Liverpool's just got to play it the way they're playing, push it round as they are doing, and just get on with it. You know, it's as simple as that.
Ray Clements with the clearance. Now McDermott. Fairclough. Oh, he nearly went all the way. He caused a little bit of worry there in that Brugge defence. But now Sorensen. Pass didn't quite come off, catching Phil Thompson on the heel. Here's Thompson again. Hansen. And Hughes. De Kuba. Kool's. Oh, challenge at least looked a bad one by Kennedy on Basteins. And it's a free kick to Brugge. Van der Eycken. Ball played firmly and accurately there, but now, oh, that came off the referee. McDermott now. Neil back to Clements. Fairclough. Sorensen. Fight for possession there, and now it's Fairclough. Played on again for Case, but pass is there. And Case a little strong on Moss, and I think Jimmy Case is going to get a yellow card. For the foul on Moss, and you can see a bit of Belgian anger there, those Brugge players, for the challenge there. Did it look as bad as all that to you, Ian St John?
No, Jimmy Case went for the ball there, Brian. I think that's ridiculous. I mean, he had to go for it. He slid in, and you know, the lad just fell over his leg. Nothing in it at all.
You change your opinion now?
I never saw anything there. I'm sure that was just accidental.
Well, Gino Mas, the number 5, 21. There's any chance of him coming off? No. A free kick then to Brugge. Case, that header now, Dalglish. The challenge was quick there. Kuls, Simon, and Hughes in for Thompson. And back it goes to Clements. They're a real team of hustlers. When they see anything even slightly breaking their way up front, they really hustle for it to Brugge. That's a lovely ball though for David Fairclough for Liverpool. Played inside for McDermott. Case is right in there. On the far side, Kennedy is coming up, but Jensen with the throw out for De Kuba. Thompson, Hughes. Fairclough. And clearly an obstruction there, yes, and given. I think not only an obstruction there by Basteins, who wasn't happy with the decision, but I think Kenny Dalglish got an elbow in the nose as well. So free kick for Liverpool. Is running over it. That lazy left foot of Ray Kennedy. Hansen's up here. Neil is up there. A good header in. And Jensen had to jump for that one under pressure from Fairclough. Mas. Hughes. Forward to Fairclough. Beaten away by Lakens. So Hughes goes away to get the ball. I think he said before the start that complacency would be the biggest enemy that Liverpool could have, but I think they realise already that this Bruges side is not one to be trifled with. Certainly Liverpool have had the better of things so far. But there were one or two moments when Brugge have looked quite dangerous coming forward, and they certainly look very well organised at the back. Hansen's header there for Hughes, playing his 73rd European game. McDermott. Now Dalglish. Rippling little run, but brought down, and a good advantage play, but he won't let that advantage go, as Van der Eycken will get the yellow card this time for the foul on Jimmy Case. So the referee, who was reluctant to give yellow cards when England played Brazil, has now given two. One to Case and one to Van der Eycken. Having trouble finding his pencil, I gather, but he's found it now. So, do we fancy Jimmy Case, I wonder, to send a blistering shot through this Bruges wall and into the back of the net? That's exactly what Liverpool could do with now. 2, 4, 5 in the wall, and there's Jimmy Case through the wall, punched away. The power of the shot, you get some indication of that, because Jensen's punch virtually went away into touch. Tremendous, look at the ball soaring away there. Here's the free kick coming in Van der Eycken getting it away. Saunis. Crossed in once more. Hansen right in there. And Van der Eycken getting it away. Thompson. Hughes. No offside then, but here's Maas. And Neil beating Sorensen, but here's Sorensen maybe with a little bit of space. Until Saunis came in to deny him it. Neil. McDermott. Hughes. Could easily have been intercepted there by Simoon. Phil Thompson now to David Fairclough. Neil. A bit too close to the keeper. Poor cross. Souness cutting it out. Case. In St John, they defended well actually. Bruges, they look a good side in defence.
They have, because Liverpool haven't really had what you could call a clear-cut chance, apart from the one Kennedy had to cross a goal. They have defended well. They're marking tight Fairclough and Dalglish and making life difficult for them. But I think Graham Souness is playing well in midfield for Liverpool, and he sparked off one or two good moves, and you never can tell, things might brighten up.
Thompson, his feet dangerously high there on Simone, giving Bruges the free kick. I think we've seen that Bruges are not a side to be trifled with. In their semi-final against Juventus, they went to Turin, a side packed with Italian World Cup players, and only conceded a goal from Bettiger right near the end, and then won the second leg 2-0. Van der Eycken with that little chipped free kick. Kennedy getting it away, but not very far. Here's Cools. Crossed in again there. Clements for this one, grabbing it well at full stretch. And a nice throw here to McDermott. And onside this time. Fairclough's okay, and Lakers is after him. Fairclough is up, Case is going in, off the goalkeeper, and it'll come this time for Dalglish. A chance though for Bruges to reform perhaps. Saunis with the shot just over. That was a brilliant break by Liverpool, and it was the hard work of David Fairclough in the first place that did it, but there was the finishing bit by Saunis. But Bruges were in a bit of trouble when their goalkeeper had to come out, and the ball rebounded off him. It might have gone anywhere. In fact, it went to Dalglish. But it's still 0-0 with 6 minutes to go to half-time. That's a ball there for Sorensen, and Clemens has got to come a long way out, and he half changed his mind. Just got that challenge in, and the ball into touch. Van der Eycken. De Kuba, lovely bit of play by him, and by Emlyn Hughes on the far side. Oh, it's fallen for Coles. A quick chip in, and over the top though from Koo. And Bruges for the moment looking dangerous there. From the moment Hughes slipped and Cools was on it. Thompson. Neil. Dalglish just nodding it on for Kennedy. 5 minutes to half-time. Fairclough right in there. Player of tremendous pace. McDermott spotting Neil. Good combination here for Liverpool. Case. Now can he get the cross in? It's not a bad one. And the header by McDermott was wide of the mark. Liverpool beginning to break out with a little more power now, Tommy Smith.
Yeah, well, Brian, I think the thing is with Bruges coming forward a bit more, and you know they just had a chance of it's enabling Liverpool to get 1 or 2 breakaways through Davy Fairclough, and this is probably when we're at a dangerous. You know, it's a case of if the other side attacks you, that you break and you're liable to score more than they are. This is why probably Bruges look a little bit more, if you like, when they do get an attack, as if they're doing well. But basically, it's because Liverpool are pushing up and they're doing all the attacking, and Bruges look dangerous. Now where we go, Terry Mack. You know, it's a problem really to say that if Bruges did a bit more attacking, they're going to get beat a damn sight easier than if they defend.
Tommy Smith, I should add, injured of course, and out of this final, but squirming in his seat enough up here in our commentary box to suggest that he's playing every ball and heading everyone away and making every pass. This is Eddie Krieger, the Austrian, with the free kick for Bruges. Hansen, Souness, bit of space here now for Dalglish. Flick to the right, and here's McDermott. Case is up ahead of him, so is Fairclough. Kennedy on the far side. Oh, lovely skill. Neal. Cross in there for Dalglish. A turn, but not a shot. Lakins has seen him try that once or twice on television, probably. Beautiful shielder of the ball and a good turner, Dalglish. Van der Eycken, Koolse. And Jimmy Case. Fairclough, or rather now Fairclough from McDermott. Hurdling past Krieger, but the ball out of play. Well, David Fairclough, 11 goals this season, or the 15 this season. Another Liverpool lad. Case. Oh, what a lovely ball there. Now Fairclough. Oh! Brilliant piece of goalkeeping and a brilliant ball in the first place that put Fairclough free. There's the ball from Terry McDermott, just beating the Bruges defender, and the keeper did well, and Fairclough went in. A free kick to Liverpool. Now Fairclough with it. I don't feel that Liverpool are in any danger at the moment. You'd feel a little more comfortable, and I'm sure millions of watching it would, if only they could put the ball in the back of the net. Hansen there, and he very nearly did. Touched away that time by Jensen. It's the free kick by McDermott, the big young defender up there again. The Danish goalkeeper playing for Bruges, tipping it away. A corner for Liverpool. About a minute and a half to go to half-time. Corner hit in a bit lower this time. It's Koo who got it away. Dalglish, and another corner. Bit firmer this time towards Kennedy, but nodded away once more. McDermott really beginning to assert himself in the middle of the field, but Lakins got to that one, and it eventually came off McDermott for the Bruges throw. Bruges, who've just won the Belgian Championship for the 3rd successive time. And when you consider that that includes beating clubs like Anderlecht, who've recently just won the European Cup Winners' Cup again. Well, they're no mugs. Well, I'm surprised if the referee allows Lakins to get away with that. Deliberately holding back David Fairclough, and not even a word to the number 4. Just watch this now. Well, and the referee deciding it doesn't warrant even a rebuke from him. Just the free kick to Liverpool as we come to the last seconds of the first half. McDermott with that free kick. towards Hansen again, to Dalglish. And the whistle didn't go. It looked to me almost as though Dalglish was half expecting it. Thompson, and an offside this time against Fairclough, who didn't get back, although the referee is prepared to let it go on. Basteins, Cools trying a little back heeler, Souness. Dalglish getting in there. As the half-time whistle goes, 45 minutes without a goal, a lot of pressure and some good stuff from Liverpool, but not that final breakthrough that they badly wanted. We're going to take a short break, and after that break we should be back to get the views of Roger Davis on that first half. A half-time score then in the European Cup final, 0. Never looked in danger, but they haven't really, as yet, I think, excited the millions who are obviously watching them now.
No, they've not played as well as they can do, obviously, but it is a European final. They are pacing themselves because the game could go into extra time, and they've got to be careful of this.
Tommy, if I come to you just for a moment, is there a possibility if the game goes on at 0-0 that there'll be a substitution, do you think, by Bob Paisley?
I think it all depends on if Brugge bring anybody off. You know, the boss might have to make a change, decided to push maybe another forward on him, really throw out attack, or, you know, I don't think he's going to throw anybody in desperation. I think it's going to be a tactical move, if anything.
Well, here at Liverpool, Jimmy Case on the left, who really had a very good first half. I suppose played as well as anybody in that Liverpool side. Phil Thompson, Tommy Smith nodding there, applauding Phil Thompson's first half. And Liverpool coming out in a very business-like way, particularly Emlyn Hughes. Just wants to get back on with that business again, although the guardsmen might take a moment or two to march off with their instruments. In fact, Brugge looking, the way they played, very much at home, certainly at the back. It's interesting to note that their stadium in Bruges, in fact the dimensions of the pitch are almost identical to those of Wembley, the big Wembley pitch. They're well used to the amount of space that they are getting here. Well, the guardsmen are holding up the game, are holding up Liverpool. There's Kenny Dalglish. It's been one of those nights for him where the promise has been there, but the sparkle hasn't quite as yet been produced by him. Receipts here tonight of £420,000 from the 92,000 crowd, when you think there were £500,000 worth spent here at the Cup final on Saturday. It's nearly £1 million in a matter of 4 or 5 days at Wembley Stadium. Well, as the last of the bandsmen got off the pitch at that corner, we're now ready for the start of the second half of this European Cup final. Liverpool, who had much the better of the first half but couldn't find the net, 0-0, and away we go now. McDermott for Liverpool. Hansen stood very much at home. Thompson gently through for Graham Souness. Dalglish picking up the ball and finding Neil well there. Case. McDermott. Souness, and an offside again. The mixture as before in that first half. What's the answer to that offside business, Ian?
Well, the answer is that somebody has got to come from the other end of the pitch. If Graham Souness had turned and played a diagonal ball Somebody coming like Kennedy from the other side of the field could have caught him.
A massive kick by Jensen, almost to the edge of that Liverpool penalty area. Here's Souness again. Now for Kennedy. Fairclough. Basteins is there. Oh, Fairclough shoved him off it, and he's allowed to get away with it. Played in there towards Kenny Dalglish. Oh, and turned away in the end by Mars, just as Jimmy Case came in. It's a corner for Liverpool. It could so easily have been a goal as Fairclough brought it in. The ball in play again now. And McDermott crossing it in. The corner taken very quickly there. Dalglish on the far side, beaten in the air though by Brugge Jensen. Hansen, very neat and very much in control. Too high for Dalglish. Lakens playing it for Julian Kuls. Hansen, Thompson, Clements, Tennille. Souness, no, it's cut out again by Lakens, and still Liverpool can't find a winning rhythm, and now they're trying to catch them offside, and Kuls has shown Liverpool really what to do, as Ian said a moment ago, to break from behind, hope that your skill will take you through the offside trap. Now it's Dalglish, played wide this time for Fairclough, attacking them down the left. Crossed inside for Kennedy. And away quite easily by Krieger. Kuls looks a very good player still, and now Sorensen, we've seen so little of him. Well, and we're not going to see much of him all the time. Hansen plays as well as that. Basteins with the throw. Koo going for that one, but Hughes got there first. It's Souness, Kennedy. Oh, he was clobbered from behind there, blatantly by Lakens, but here's Dalglish. That little rippling run, and McDermott's all the way through. Is this number one for Liverpool? Saved by Jensen. Brilliant keeping. And a really breathtaking break there by Terry McDermott. The goalkeeper is down in pain in his own 6-yard area. The game going on. No, it's pulled up with Koo injured. And they want to give the goalkeeper a bit of treatment. But what a moment that was. It's got the crowd buzzing here. 2 Bruges players are down. It was a tremendous break. This Dalglish played his part there, and just look how McDermott pounced on it. And away he goes. Towards the edge of that area. The keeper coming out fast. He really lets fly. And it's one of those nights when it just won't go in. Ian?
Well, he had an option there. He could either have chipped it or placed it, and he elected to place it, and was very unfortunate. It just hit, you know, at the side of the goalkeeper, although the goalkeeper did tremendously well coming out narrow an angle.
Tommy?
Yeah, you know, it's a hard thing to say, but, you know, he probably should have scored, Terry, but, you know, to get the break that he did and go past the fella, you know, people think he's a bit slow, Terry, but he's not. He is quite fast. You know, it's all right saying do this and do that. But, you know, maybe he could have got a bit closer, but I don't know, it's a good chance, and I don't think it's going to help Bruges' confidence any.
Right, here's Kuls. They're all 100% again. Mars, who was injured just after that save, and the goalkeeper himself are both fit again. And here's Dalglish looking much more sprightly in this second half. And look at McDermott thundering through the middle once more. It's with Kennedy. Getting past Takuba. Now an accurate left foot quad is what we want, and Fairclough was jumping there so well, but beaten by Jensen.
Liverpool at the moment are starting to create chances, Brian. They've come out in the second half, they've stepped up a gear, and they must have created at least 3 chances now in the first 5 minutes or so.
Oh, we'll watch for that as Neil, well, he hits the ball straight to Kuls. Van der Eycken, long ball now for Sorensen. This could be very dangerous now if Sorensen's got the beating of Hughes, which he has. The player with all the tricks. But has he delayed it now? A little too long, I think he has, and Clements is out there, but I think it's a corner off Koo. The first real sight we've had of Jan Sorensen, the Dane, used to work for British Leyland, incidentally, in their finance department until about 8 months ago when he signed professional for Brugge. He had Hughes and Liverpool a little worried there. So the corner coming up now for Brugge to be taken by Koo, the Hungarian. Played wide towards Sorensen and Kuba. Sorensen missing his kick. Hansen, a long ball there for Fairclough to chase. George Lakens is there, back to his keeper Jensen. Neil. McDermott. Case. It's straight at Koo. Phil Thompson readjusting and just tapping that ball for Case. McDermott. Nicely played there for Case. Beautifully played there this time. No, it's Brugge, the sweeper, who's gone across there, and a throw for Liverpool. Well, Liverpool have somebody warming up on the other side, so Tommy says, I know it's Steve Highway. Now it's with Samus. And Fairclough offside. Yes, Steve Highway. Who would your guess be for that to come off, Tom? Who do you think might come off?
I don't know, it's hard to say. You know, everybody seems to be playing very well. You know, it's going to have to be a forward because he's not going to sacrifice anywhere else. I don't know, maybe Davy's getting a bit tired. And, you know, it could be very well maybe Davy Fairclough.
Dalglish, a little too firmly there for Kennedy. Maybe he's just out there to jip everybody up, although it's certainly been a livelier start to this second half by Liverpool. 8 minutes of the second half gone, though, still no score. Hughes. There is provision, of course, for extra time in this final, and if it's still level after that, then we have penalties. Fairclough. Kuls, stopped by Hughes. Well, that looked a fair challenge to me. Played the ball. I tell you, this is the second time I've seen this Dutch referee at Wembley in the last month, and he's a World Cup referee. I'm bound to say I've not been all that impressed with him on either occasion. It's now with Van der Eycken, number 7. Well, quite a shot on him. Ray Clements, in fact, playing his 64th European game, and he's had quite an easy night so far. Now it's Saunis, as Liverpool break forward again. Neil linking up well on that far side. Ball played in, but straight to Coles, and they get it away again without any bother at all. Good play, though, by Thompson. Saunis again. And Jimmy Case onside this time. Played inside for Saunis. Will he let one fly? Well, a goal kick. 10 minutes of the second half gone. Good jump by Koo. Neil again. Hoisted it high up and under.
That was one of the alehouse balls Tommy was talking about.
So the alehouse ball, the first one we've seen, coming from Phil Neal, and it's a corner that is produced. Case with the kick. Thompson with the, no, he didn't get the header. Kennedy though. Chipped in again, but straight to the keeper. Only Simon's up, and there are 3 Liverpool players back. Thompson and Hughes for Neil. Dalglish beaten away by Basteins, but unfairly. Well, fair challenge in the back on Kenny Dalglish by the skipper of Bruges, the number 2, Alphonse Basteins. And now Dalglish! Taken before Bruges were alive, and it nearly killed them. Very quickly taken, and while they were still looking, the ball planted wide.
It gave offside anyway, Brian. Kenny just went away just a shade too early.
Coles, good interception though by Thompson. Bruges look as though they're going to bring on their number 14, Dirk Sanders. There he is, and it's the number 10, Koo, the Hungarian, who's coming off. Sanders, who is known as a tight marker. And things aren't happening right for Liverpool in that area. They again look comfortable enough. They really haven't given Bruges an awful lot coming forward, and Bruges haven't had much to offer. But now what's going to happen? Hansen stops it well, but begin to start to fear just a little bit for Liverpool, because they've been going for so long and they've got nothing to show for it. It's this sort of game where suddenly the underdog breaks away. And Liverpool have played with great patience, but I think there must be a certain amount of concern now beginning to come into their camp, wondering when they're going to find this decisive bit of football that'll make the breakthrough. Well, can Kennedy do it? Played inside for Dalglish. Oh, he's sending them all ways, but then there were just too many in the end. Van der Eycken. Well, hit Fairclough. Now, does this fall for Dalglish? Now, does it fall for Fairclough? No, it doesn't. Tommy Smith turns away in disgust. It's nothing much going right for your team at the moment, Tommy.
Well, I think everything wasn't in disgust. It was just in, I don't know what to call it. It was just a bad bounce of the ball, you know, for Davey. You know, it's unbelievable, really, to think we could have so much of the game and not scored a goal yet. You know, it really is.
Does it start to worry you now?
It doesn't worry me, because even Bruges, even when they do break, they don't seem to be doing really anything. You know, Alan Hansen and Phil Thompson. At the back are playing magic, you know, and anything that does come the way, they're gobbling it up. But it's just a strange thing, you know. Even when we played Notts Forest here, we attacked and don't seem to be able to put the ball at the back of the net.
Right, while Tommy was talking, Dirk Sanders is now on, and Lajos Koo is off for Bruges. And that's a foul by Hansen on Simon. Sanders, who has just taken that free kick, known as a midfielder who can mark very well. Well, now can Liverpool get away this time? It's Dalglish again. Only Fairclough is up, and he's got to turn and check and look around. Saunis. Again, they're defending well in numbers. They're not known as a good defensive side, but they've made very few slip-ups so far tonight of Bruges. Another alehouse ball there by Phil Thompson. Beautifully gathered, though, by Jensen. Nice touch there by Simon. And now Sorensen. Neil is after him. But this Dane can move a bit. He's got past Phil Neal. Well, Hughes blocking that one. Simon, or rather Sanders, and now De Kuba. Sanders, this time Lakens. The defender coming forward. He was doubtful for a long time for this game with an ankle injury, but he's a trained physiotherapist himself and gave himself treatment to make sure that he could play. So, a familiar sight of Liverpool coming forward, but without quite that mean, incisive play that we've seen so often, and particularly in the last month or so in their game. But Van der Eycken, De Kuba, and Bruges are battling well. 17 minutes of the second half gone, under half an hour of normal time to go, still 0-0. Thompson playing it back, and Highway is coming on. It's Jimmy Case, is it coming? It's Jimmy Case who's going to come off. Kennedy. Dalglish claiming handball, not given. Ball out of play, the chance presumably for Steve Highway to come on. So while Emlyn Hughes waits to take the throw, Jimmy Case, who I thought had a sparkling first half, I haven't seen quite so much of him in the second half. Does it surprise you, Tommy Smith?
Well, probably the boss has decided that we've got so much of the game that we need another forward on to score goals rather than bring Davey off, who's always liable to get an odd goal or two. He's brought Stevie on with the idea probably to do a little bit more attacking and for somebody to put at the back of the net.
So 4 up now most of the time for Liverpool, I'd imagine, or maybe just 3 at the back, as Emlyn Hughes looks as though he's moved forward a little bit, but certainly the idea is to take the battle even more now to Bruges. Still no goals, and here's Dalglish over his head nicely, and De Kuba was there, but so is Saunis there. Will he get a shot in? Now Dalglish across the face of the goal. It's there, Dalglish. Just look at those Liverpool players. Brilliant scenes of joy. They've harried and hustled and had so much more of the game. Saunis' little pass onside. Good decision there by referee and linesman. The little chip by Kenny Dalglish. And the magic side of that ball in the back of the Bruges net. And Liverpool in the lead. There's the pass. And really quite a soft shot, but beautifully played just inside that far post. Tommy Smith.
Oh, magic, you know, it's terrific. You know, Kenny's, well, you know, like Ian was saying, he seemed to be taking the time, but now he's put that one in, and, you know, that was exactly what he should have done. You know, you couldn't have done any better, and it's fabulous, you know, unbelievable.
Now it's Kennedy. 30th goal of the season for Kenny Dalglish. And what an important one there. And away goes David Fairclough, but Bastien's across. Well, that was a marvellous piece of substitution by Bob Paisley. Within 30 seconds of the substitution having been made, Liverpool go into the lead. And the Liverpool fans now with more than enough to say for themselves. So it's a throw for Brugge, which Jan Sorensen will take. A deep one there. De Kubber's right in there. And it was an overhead tried by Van der Eycken. And a throw for Liverpool. 24 minutes to go. Chant of Dalglish going up all around Wembley now. Thompson, what a brilliant game. Neil. Thompson again. Dalglish, no, stopped that time by Bastains. His feet were high as he challenged for that ball. It's a free kick to the Belgian champions. Well, he cost £440,000. Who would argue that he was worth every penny of it now? A goal that could well bring a victory in the European Cup final. And Highway, who I don't think has really had a touch of the ball yet. Simone. And Neil planting it high. Onto the team benches there.
Well, Liverpool are going to attack now with two front men who are very pacey, Highway and Fairclough, and I quite fancy Liverpool now to go on and add to their total.
Thompson, Hughes, Kennedy. Hughes again. And Saunders. But here's Hansen for Liverpool. Bounce beating Dalglish, but what a battler he is. He won that ball for all that. Saunis was knocking Cools off the ball when they were both away from it. But allowed to go on again. Here he is, the number 11 for Liverpool. Crossed in nicely onto the far side, and it was Mars who put it behind for the corner, with McDermott just behind him. So McDermott and Highway over in that corner, and it's with Steve Highway, the linesman, flagging something about it that he didn't like. So Highway again with a corner. Played really wide that time. Neil. And again the feet of Neil were too high on Van der Eycken. A free kick to Brugge. Cut out by Souness. Now Highway. Played on again for McDermott, onside. And the header by Fairclough only finding Kennedy. Dalglish. It'll come for Kennedy, hit in first time. Oh, a flying attempt there by Fairclough. But Cools now bringing it away for Brugge. Still 1-0 for Liverpool. 20 minutes to go. Simone. Thompson. And a throw to Brugge. Oh, it's a free kick. I think the referee indicating that again the feet were high. Another substitution being made. It's Maas who's going off, and it's Volders, this fella, coming on. An attacking midfield player. In fact, he won 3 championship medals with Anderlecht, and he's also won 3 with Brugge, so he's a very experienced fellow to be able to bring on at this stage. Joseph Volders with the throw. Cools, Saunders. The Belgians now have made both their substitutions allowed, 2 from 5. Krieger falling straight for McDermott. And now Fairclough. Played in for Kennedy. The midfield men coming forward well. Now that's a good ball if Highway can get to it. Highway for Liverpool. Played again for Dalglish. Highway getting very quickly into this game. Nice little pass played here for Dalglish. Look at the space there that they've allowed him. De Cubber forced back. Lakens. And an offside against Van der Reyken. Hughes, Lakens, Souness shouting around him saying that's mine, plays a short ball for Neil. McDermott, no, that's going to be a goal kick. Ian.
Well, I think Graham Souness is directing the traffic in the middle of the field for Liverpool superbly tonight, Brian. He's had a marvellous game, and the way he set the goal up, you know, his passing short or long has been superb.
Thompson pushing down on Cools. A free kick to Brugge. Van der Reyken with it, sweeping this long ball out here towards Hughes and towards Bastings. Kennedy away. Lakens. Fairclough across quickly, really challenging well. Souness in the air. Krieger trying to find Volders, but it's McDermott finding Dalglish. Played in, he hoped inside the back there for Fairclough. Volders. Van der Reyken, nice little ball played there. Back it comes again to Van der Reyken, offside against Cools and Sorensen. Julian Cools, captain of the Belgian national side, although he's not captain of his club side. Kennedy, Dalglish, onside! The goalkeeper started to come and he went back now. Has Fairclough got past him? No, he hasn't. Jensen reacted very quickly. Liverpool's throw. Here's Hughes. Liverpool looking so hard for a second goal that would really wrap it up with a quarter of an hour to go. Saunders, Lakens, Volders on the far side, got it on again, and Neil getting in there but losing out. Van der Reyken missing his chance, and Neil nudging it away here towards Highway. Neil, the long ball forward. Lakens with the header. Inside the last quarter of an hour. Thompson winning it well in the air. Liverpool's man of the match, I think, this fella. Phil Thompson, the long ball forward. But you're shaking your head, Ian. I'm saying Phil Thompson, the man of the match so far for Liverpool, I thought.
Having a wonderful game, Philly. So is Alan Hansen alongside him.
But here's Highway. Steins keeping close to him, but Kennedy supporting him well, though the pass wasn't angled quite right. And Kennedy got in before Sanders could get away. Van der Eycken. Simoon going for that one. Thompson winning everything in the air there. McDermott playing it to Neil. They want to play it quickly though, because Kuntz was in there. The most dangerous thing that Liverpool could do would be to lose a little bit of concentration now. I don't think they will for a moment, but Brugge can be dangerous on the breaks. There are 13 minutes left and Liverpool are leading by a goal to nil, and here's Emlyn Hughes. Played in for Dalglish, but Lakens is right there again. I think he made a meal of that one. It was a challenge between Dalglish and Lakens. Yes, I think you can see that qualifies for something out of the old book. Throw to Liverpool. A shove this time by Lakens on Dalglish, free kick. Highway. Gathering that little bit of pace and getting a corner out of Basteins, the Brugge skipper. There at the post with Jensen, the keeper. Fairclough. Highway. Fairclough. Onside. Well, that's funny. The linesman kept his flag down. That was purely a refereeing decision. The linesman went to the corner flag, in fact. He gave no indication of raising his flag, did he?
Yeah, it was the referee gave a decision, but by the law of averages, he's going to get one of them right tonight, won't he?
You're not very impressed by him?
Not really.
Hansen, oh, he's played it short for Sorensen. This could be trouble now. Turned back again and knocked off the line by Phil Thompson. Simone so close to getting an equaliser, and that really would have been a terrible lapse of concentration by Liverpool. Alan Hansen's mistake in the first place. Clements almost put it right. Simone on the turn, and that man Phil Thompson there again.
Well, Tommy Smith nearly fell out the stand there. I mean, that was a very slack pass here by Alan Hansen. And with 11 minutes left, Liverpool have got to keep on the ball right to the end. That's a foul by Basteins on Fairclough, and a free kick to Liverpool. That's the foul. Free kick coming up. McDermott. And Souness. A little chip by Souness. Kenny Dalglish is there. Kennedy is there. And whether that ball gathered a little bit of pace, it fooled the pair of them when they got in and behind that Brugge defence. In fact, there was an infringement. An offside from that free kick. And Liverpool have 10 minutes in which to preserve this one-goal lead given them by Kenny Dalglish.
Thompson, high up and under again. Lakens could be forced into an error by Highway. Really battling away there. Oh, Lakens reacting there, Mac the knife. Mind you, I think he'd been kicked rather high on his body by Highway quite early in that encounter. And the free kick given to Bruges. Yes, obstruction there by Phil Thompson. A free kick to Bruges. About 8 minutes to go. And Bruges could still have a say in this yet. Hansen's header away, a good powerful one as well, finding Dalglish, who lost his feet. Bastings. De Kuba. And the Reken. Hansen. Dalglish turning it in for Saunis. Played on this time for McDermott. As full of running as ever. Now Highway. Now will he take him on? A little chip in there towards Fairclough, and that was very nearly a brilliant ball. In fact, Krieger just managed to get up there to knock that away for the corner. Fairclough's corner, aim towards Ray Kennedy. Bastings get it away. Van der Reken. Now Thompson. Hughes. They've come forward in a line, and it's the break from the back by McDermott this time, but the pass wasn't quite accurate enough. Simon, but it's Neil. Highway. Folders. 7 minutes to go. And a free kick to Liverpool. Fairclough. Crossed in again there towards Dalglish. No penalty there. Again, Phil Thompson in there. Kennedy knocking it back skillfully this time for Hughes. Played out wide again for Ray Kennedy. Not offside, yes, the linesman was flagging on the far side. A free kick to Bruges. Sorensen. Kuls, could be dangerous this. Played back across there. Who's there again? Phil Neal this time. And it's with Kennedy. Saunis. Six minutes to go. Liverpool leading by 1-0. Not the greatest of European Cup finals so far, but you try telling Liverpool and their supporters that. Now just a matter of 6 minutes away from becoming the first British club to win it in successive years. Saunis beaten by Kuls, who was the man leading the charge a moment ago for Bruges, and is right back there. A goal kick now to Bruges.
There was a marvellous chance here. Terry McDermott made a tremendous run there, and Souness didn't quite see him. Had he done so, Terry was in again, all on his own.
He's made a lot of brilliant runs in this game from the midfield, Terry McDermott again. And here he is on the ball once more. Played in for Kenny Dalglish. And again, the angle not quite right. In any case, even if it had been, the linesman was flagging on the far side for offside, and Bruges can't keep it in. It's a throw for Liverpool. 5 minutes to go. Dalglish. And a goal kick. Hansen's header. A throw to Brugge. 4 minutes to go. It's a free kick there for Brugge. Bastien's with it. Thompson's header. Kennedy away. Fairclough up. Souness. Unfairly challenged there by Simon. And Emlyn Hughes with the free kick. Souness. Neal. And Krieger. He recovered well there. Found Vulders. Kuls. Van der Eycken. Can Brugge save it yet? An offside against Sorensen. 3 to go. Dalglish in there, but Jensen not called upon. McDermott. And a free kick to Brugge. Well, the Liverpool fans are singing happily, but it hasn't quite got that ring about it, they're singing, that you normally associate. A free kick for Brugge. When it looked to be the other way, it's almost as though the Liverpool fans themselves realise that this has by no means been a really classy Liverpool performance, even though they're leading with by 1-0 with 2 minutes left. Souness with the header. Now Fairclough, and a chance maybe for Liverpool to break. No, but it's a free kick for them. Almost there, David Fairclough. Hughes with the free kick. The whistles coming up all around, but there's still over a minute left to play. Hansen. A minute to go. Hughes, and Sanders, and Hansen got him now. The long one away by Kenny Dalglish for David Fairclough to chase. I suppose you're delighted that you're so near the end and winning, but it's not been a really distinguished Liverpool performance, Tommy Smith.
Well, you know, the problem is playing against a team that don't want to play. You know, I think they were so scared. You know, after you think about it, I think they've been so scared. It's not till Liverpool scored that they've come out, and it's as simple as that. Well, you've seen how many offsides they've had since Liverpool scored, and this is why Liverpool are pushing up and they're trying to control the game more. What can you do when a team doesn't want to play?
Well, they haven't got to play much longer. 15 seconds on my watch. A little bit of time to be added on for injuries. Not the time for the slightest Liverpool mistake now. Holding this narrow 1-0 lead that would give them the European Cup again. Ray Clements getting it away. Tremendous achievement. And a second goal now to cap it off would be brilliant. There's McDermott with a shot, but it's way over the top.
I think Ian? Oh, he's happy to see that one go over the top, because it looks as if it's all over now.
It's a fantastic achievement by a club side Of course, back in the 1950s, Real Madrid won it 5 times on the trot. Ajax of Holland and Bayern Munich have won it 3 times on the trot. Liverpool now look poised to win it twice. I think Edmund Hughes said after the final last year, well, what are you going to do now? All we can do is win it again, and that's what Liverpool have done. Champions of Europe, Liverpool for the 2nd successive year, the first British club to win the European Cup, Europe's major trophy, for 2 successive years. The goal by Kenny Dalglish in the second half is the one that separated the 2 sides. Graham Souness, who had a tremendous game in the midfield, and the number 7, Kenny Dalglish. And the Liverpool fans delighted. The scoreboard already running up. Congratulations, Liverpool, winners 2 years running of the European Cup. And hard luck for Bruges. Ray Clements and Jimmy Case. What a beautiful picture of happiness. The 2 men up the front got through a lot of work. And it'll be Emlyn Hughes for the 2nd successive year who goes to receive the sparkling European Cup from Dr. Artemio Franchi, the president of UEFA. Not the greatest European Cup final by a long way, but one where Liverpool kept battling and battling and battling and weren't discouraged, and in the end got their just reward. Bob Paisley on the field there, no wonder he's hugging Phil Thompson, who had a truly brilliant game at the back. And I wonder what Tommy Smith's immediate reaction briefly to that is. Tom, if only you could have been out there yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I'm choked actually. No, I'm made up for the boys. You know, it's absolutely. I'm nearly crying actually. I don't know. It's unbelievable, really, to think Liverpool could win it 2 years on a trot. And there's only one team going to win it tonight. It was Liverpool, of course. You know, it's well, you know, I'm over the moon, as they all say. But I tell you, it's tremendous, just unbelievable.
Well, the thought of Tommy Smith being near to tears will tell you just what it means to Liverpool as Emlyn Hughes climbs those famous steps again, with Terry McDermott just behind him. Well, they let that glittering cup go for a few days. It'll be back on the Liverpool sideboard tomorrow morning. And look at that picture of delight. The broadest smile in football belongs to Emlyn Hughes and hordes of Liverpool fans and British football fans for what Liverpool have achieved for us tonight. Well done, Liverpool. The Liverpool chairman, John Smith, there. Terry McDermott, Alan Hansen, who was in for our old chum, Tommy Smith. And a bit of a hold-up getting down that stairway. The fans are engulfing it, trying to prize that cup away from Emlyn Hughes. Jimmy Case and David Fairclough. Kenny Dalglish, who got the winner. Phil Neal, who was brilliant at the back. Ray Kennedy, and I think to most people's minds, the man of the match, who kicked the ball off the line when it looked as though they might get an equaliser, Phil Thompson. And Alphonse Bastines comes up to get the loser's medal as we follow Bruges through. Phil Neal lifting that cup around the Wembley Stadium. Going off, first of all.
Briefcase.
That's where most of the Liverpool fans are. What a brilliant night. Roger Davis, what about it? It was a just result in the end, wasn't it? What a lovely sight then as Jones and Phil Neal take that cup to the Liverpool fans. And where there's a winner, there's also a loser. As the Brugge players go off, George Lakin's there sportingly applauding their supporters. But they were a side that were very rarely in it tonight. They defended well. But this is where the scenes of joy are. And in point of fact, the last two occasions that Liverpool have been to Wembley, they lost in the Cup final to Manchester United. They could only draw in the League Cup final here against Nottingham Forest and were eventually beaten by them. But there's no Wembley jinx tonight. Graham Souness, who had a tremendous game in the midfield there for Liverpool. Well, there's the man who got the goal. What's he going to do with it? What's he going to do with the cup now? I tell you, there'll be a few Scots watching tonight, hoping that he can repeat that with the World Cup next month. Well, there are three Scots there together: Alan Hansen, Kenny Dalglish and Graham Souness. Having a right old time out there on the pitch, and Tommy Smith, who's here with me in the studio. I think Tom's not interested in what we're doing. He's too busy watching his teammates.
Shut me up, because I want to get down there.
Do you still feel a little bit near the tears over that, Tommy?
Oh, I tell you, it's unbelievable. Actually, I felt...
There's Ray Clements there. Well, in fact, they weren't waving at me, I should tell you. They were waving at Tommy Smith. They're delighted, I should think, for him that they've won that European Cup for Liverpool. Roger, you were saying a moment ago that Brugge were never really in it, never looking as though they could win it.
Yeah, they never seemed to get out their half. When they got the ball, it just kept breaking down and Liverpool kept going back and back. And it was inevitable the goal was going to come somewhere. And the goal itself, there seemed to be a bounce and it was flicked in by Kenny. But I think it was lucky it went more than the one. Now, they didn't justify being, they got to the final, they've played so well, beaten so many teams, and they come in and they're not really attacked at all.
In fact, we ought to look at that winning goal, which was a strangely soft goal, really, after all the power that Liverpool had shown coming forward. Graham Souness with a lovely little ball there, Roger. And I thought for a moment that was going right across the face of the goal beyond the post, but it was very delicately
I
placed.
think that's the way to do it. When you do get through, most people tend to blast it, but Kenny used his head. He's a clever player. Little chip. And as I say, the goalkeeper has made some tremendous saves all night. and eventually got beaten with that little
Yes.
chip. No, that one counts.
That's about the right score now. We've seen it about 5 times.
5-0.
5-0.
Well, Tommy?
Oh, it's you know, it's unbelievable really to think.
And yet,
you
in
know.
fact, Liverpool could easily have thrown it away right towards the end there. There were 1 or 2 moments of slackness, which is not at all like them, is it?
No, I think probably Brugge never started playing until Liverpool scored, and they realised, well, we might as well get beat 10-0 as 1-0, and they started having a go. Unfortunately, it was too late, you know.
Phil Thompson looked to me the man of the match.
I'd say Alan Hansen had one slip that was in when the pass back to Clem, but Phil, you know, played magic, you know, tremendous.
Well,
game
after-
soundness, you know.
In fact, if we look at that slip up of Alan Hansen's back pass, in fact, it's Phil Thompson, isn't it, who kicks the ball off the line?
yeah.
A long clearance. And in fact, it is these little moments of lack of concentration there, and they were very nearly in. Clemens did well, and Thompson just getting the ball away.
You know, like probably in any other side would have let a goal in, but Liverpool have got, like, as soon as Clem misses the ball or it's passed back, they've got 3 behind the ball already. You know, this is the way they played all night. If they're going to play offside. They want men behind the ball, they get men behind the ball, and they did it magic tonight, all through the night. You know, even up to that point. You know,
Sure.
even though it probably looked as terrible, you know, there was no chance of it going in because I was behind a goal blown.
What about Liverpool now? I mean, are they a side capable of going on and winning it 3 times?
Yeah, you know, there's no reason why not. You know, they've got the transition period, you might say, is, you know, I'm getting on a bit, Callie's getting on a bit, and well, we've not played tonight, and they've won the cup, and they won it last year. You know,
World Cup now.
yeah, they probably sent us over the World Cup this year. But you know, Liverpool have got so many good players, and people say, how do you keep on winning things, and how do they do it? You know, you play to a system, but basically they've got the best players. It's as simple as that. There's no other explanation for it when it boils down. You know.
Sure. One last word from you, Roger. A well-deserved Liverpool victory, but not the best of European Cup finals.
No, I don't think Liverpool played as well as they can. If they'd have played top whack, it'd probably be more than 1. But I think you just forget how good they are.
Good. Tommy, Roger, thank you very much. It was all a bit confused with all that noise out there, but tonight's European Cup final, though, is really only the start of an amazing 7 weeks of football on ITV. Continuing on Saturday, let me tell you, when ITV brings you the first showing of the Wales v England game from Cardiff. That's at 7:45 on Saturday. Then next Wednesday, exclusive highlights of Scotland against Wales. And the following Saturday, live from Hampden Park, is the big one, Scotland against England. 2 vital games there, of course, with the World Cup in mind. Then it's the visit of World Cup finalist Hungary to Wembley on May the 24th, only on ITV. And our big World Cup preview is on Wednesday, May the 31st, going into the World Cup itself, right through to June 25. I can assure you, you'll not miss a thing on ITV. That's it then. What a night. Liverpool have made history and have done us all proud. European champions for the 2nd successive year, beating Brugge by 1-0. Hope very much you've enjoyed it. And now from all of us here at Wembley Stadium, it's good night.
Yeah, hello, it's Gerald Sinstadt. Can't hear you.
Well, in fact, they weren't waving at me, I should tell you. They were waving at Tommy Smith. They're delighted, I should think, for him that they've won that European Cup for Liverpool. Roger, you were saying a moment ago that Bruges were never really in it, never looking as though they could win it.
Yeah, they never seemed to get out their half. When they got the ball, it just kept breaking down and Liverpool kept going back and back. And it was inevitable the goal was going to come somewhere. And the goal itself, there seemed to be a bounce and it was flicked in by Kenny. But I think it was lucky it went more than the one. Now, they didn't justify being, they got to the final, played so well, beaten so many teams, and they come in and they're not really attacked at all.
In fact, we ought to look at that winning goal, which was a strangely soft goal, really, after all the power that Liverpool had shown coming forward. Graham Souness with a lovely little ball there, Roger. And I thought for a moment that was going right across the face of the goal beyond the post, but it was very delicately
I
placed.
think that's the way to do it. When you do get through, most people tend to blast it, but Kenny used his head. He's a clever player. Little chip. And as I say, the goalkeeper has made some tremendous saves all night, and eventually got beaten with that little chip. No, that one counts.
That's about the right score now. We've seen it about 5 times.
5-0.
5-0.
Well, Tommy?
Oh, it's unbelievable, really, to think.
And yet, in fact, Liverpool could easily have thrown it away right towards the end there. There were 1 or 2 moments of slackness, which is not at all like them, is it?
No, I think probably Bruges never